All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today for this very special show where we're going to clear the air on a few things and move forward in a positive way. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm having a wonderful day. Don and I are doing quite well. And, yeah, hopefully your day is going great as well. Ooh, let me adjust my hat here. We're good. We are good. All right, but before we get to this show here, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure it's rolling well, and it looks like it is. Let me also make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it looks like it just did. And let me do a sound check. We are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today for the... All right. All is rolling well. All right. Let's get right to it because I've got a lot to do. And I really don't want to be on for longer than an hour. I went live on the fly. I didn't promote this ahead of time, so people are just going to pop on in that get the notification or see me live, or they can check out the replay. No big deal. 19 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. The topic of this stream is they went real life again, plus reviewing my video to prove my advice to Jenny was solid. One more time, the topic of this show is they went real life again, plus reviewing my video to prove my advice to Jenny was solid. That's right. I'm going to be reviewing my own stream from yesterday, unedited, uncut, and doing commentary on my own show of me talking and trying to help Jenny. And this whole thing ended up going south for no reason. And then a group of people decided to amp up a situation that didn't go wrong in our eyes. It's just that Jenny overreacted because she realized she made a mistake. She's coming to us for help. And we're trying to give her good, solid advice, and she doesn't want to hear the truth. But only the truth is going to solve the issue, right? So why even ask for help if you're not open to hearing the truth about what's causing the problem, right? But before we get to all of that, I want you folks to know Dawn is taking a nap right now. If she gets up, I may take a quick break to just check in on her. So forgive me if that happens. 38 in the box. 3 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Let me preface by saying I'm not here to attack anyone, including the woman that has been inserting herself in my business and in my business and Don's business for quite a while now. I believe she decided to move on, and that's great. We respect that, ma'am. But I've got to talk about what's transpired and then put it all behind us and move forward. We're not looking to cause any issues. We're just going to clear the air regarding exactly what happened. Because, some things were said by you that were proven wrong. And that's okay. That happens, right? It is what it is. No one's trying to harm anyone or attack anyone on our end. We're just sharing exactly what happened, right? So first of all, before I talk about the real life thing, what happened now, let me make it very clear that there's been a sock account in here that was being used by JB. And, I tread very carefully when some things appear to be what they're not, right? And I played along with what JB was trying to do by coming in here every day and sending a couple dollars as a super chat. I played along. And I was just waiting for him to show his cards. And now he's shown his cards. And I'm not interested in what you have to offer, JB. I'm not interested in being a lolcow. I'm not interested in doing the King of the Cup show part 2 or the King of the Cup show 2. I'm not interested in that. I don't care how much money it would make me, make you, make us. I don't care if you think I'm a lolcow. I don't care. Again, I don't care if you think I'm a lolcow. I don't care if you think I'm not a coach. I don't care if you think I'm pathetic. I don't care what you think about me. I'm not interested. And your account has been banned here, and you are not welcomed here ever again. I'm not interested in being an entertainer. I'm interested in helping people through coaching. That's what I do. I've always stood tall on that, and I'm going to keep standing tall on that. I am not interested. 41 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Now, there were some people that emailed me regarding this. There were also some community postings regarding the JB thing. I really don't like how some people approached me with the JB thing, but I understand why you reacted the way you did. I just want you folks to know I am not stupid, and I always tread carefully. And I wanted to see what his intentions were, and he showed his cards, and now he's gone. He's done. And thank you for you sent me like $8 or $10 total over the last 3 days. Thank you for that. It's all good. No big deal, right? So that is that. That is that. And again, Tiffany, you were right about that. Now, I know, Tiffany, you like JB. You like some of his content. Cool. No worries. Who am I to tell you where to go or who to follow or who to support and not to support? That's on you. But yeah, you were right about that account. Tiffany was also right about what she was saying about the other woman that I don't want to mention her name anymore, and we're not going to talk about her after this show. We have to respond to this one final time and clear the air, clear the record here, or, state the record properly, right? But Tiffany, you were absolutely right about what you said regarding, it was either her or someone in her group going real life. If I had to guess, it was her because she said it in her own words. So here, this is the thing, man. This is the last time we're talking about this. This is not slander because you put it out there in your own words. There's video of you saying this, and it ended up being true, right? Tiffany has been right about pretty much everything. And now, I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody started coming at Tiff in real life too. Now, her channels are nowhere to be found. I think she hid her channels. And I tried to message her to find out what's going on, but she has not responded to me, at least not yet. And if you folks are going after Tiffany because she's putting out the truth and also does not want to deal with this fake instigated drama anymore, then I don't know what to tell you. But Tiffany has been right for the most part. For the most part. At least with stuff regarding myself, she's been right about that. As far as other people's dealings with Tiffany or anyone else, you folks deal with that on your own. I don't know what's right or wrong there, but my dealings with Tiffany have been great. So GLM put out a video today on her $5 holler channel, whatever it's called. I shared it on my community while here on Coach Eli too, if you want to check it out. She clipped out the portion where this woman that I'm not mentioning her name stated, there's a new update to the situation. And she said emails were sent out I like how she carefully worded that. I mean, she didn't say that she sent it out, but she worded it. Emails were sent out. That could mean you or anyone else. Like, I'm going to say in my opinion, which is not a fact, in my opinion, I think it was you. Right? She said emails were sent out to Dawn's parents and also Dawn's daughter and her husband and Dawn's daughter's husband and also Dawn's ex-husband, who's actually a cop, who deals with BS all the time and can smell BS a mile away, right? And everyone has been saying on their end that, Dawn doesn't know about this. Oh, Dawn knows everything because I tell her. I've read her the comments. I told Dawn about this. And so Dawn ended up calling her family to find out if anything was done. And we found out that, yes, emails were sent out to her family. So that's technically considered going real life again. Now, Dawn and I are putting this behind us. Okay? We don't care to take any action on this. We're letting it go. We're moving on. As long as that other woman keeps her word and moves on. But I had to mention this because a lot of people here on my end are getting blamed for sharing the truth about going real life by reaching out to Dawn's family members. And then the other side that they said was going real life on us was denying that they did that when there was a video of that person stating that GLM put out. And like GLM said, hey, if you're going to say something like that, at least remove the video. So that's that. So this whole thing has been just really, really stupid. It has been stupid. In my opinion, I'm entitled to my opinions. This is what I think happened. I don't have any proof. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm watching my words very carefully. Because I'm not slandering anyone. If anything, people are slandering me. It's funny, the people that say I'm slandering them are slandering me and Dawn. Yet we're just saying, whatever, it's YouTube. We're letting it go. Right? But again, like I said, we're letting it go. Because the court of public opinion is going to choose who they want to support and who they don't, based on how they feel about that particular creator, myself, her, or anyone else, right? People can go where they want to go. But if people are going to put out stuff on us and say things about us that we know are not true or highly exaggerated, we have the right to defend ourselves. And that's what we're going to do. That's what I've been doing. There were lots of other postings made about other things that are either highly exaggerated or not true at all. Okay? Because the information that they're putting out is not public knowledge. It is not available publicly anywhere. It was all exaggerated. It was all made up to try to make me look bad. And even then, I'm just laughing at it and moving on. And most of our audience here, or at least I hope most of them or all of them, they know this is all highly exaggerated. They know that. And then there were even people in this other creator's chat or the comment section saying, I can't see, how he keeps doing this. If this was happening to me, all this time, I would have left out of embarrassment many years ago. Well, I'm not a quitter. I'm not embarrassed because most of the stuff that's being put out there is simply either not true or highly taken out of context, right? Or highly exaggerated, right? And then it's fake instigated drama. That's all it is. Now, there are other mistakes I have made. I've owned them and I've learned from them and I've moved on. And I'm going to keep moving forward because this is what I love to do. I love helping people. This is what I love to do. This is my purpose. 52 in the box, 8 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. So that's that. No big deal. We're not losing sleep over it. We're not even offended by what happened here, going real life again. We're disappointed that people would do this, whether they are doing it for genuine reasons or just to make content out of it or a combination of both. I mean, I'm assuming that. That's my opinion. I don't have any proof of how someone is actually feeling and why they do what they do. And if I want to state opinions as opinions and not facts, that's not slander. That's stating my opinions that I'm rightfully entitled to, just like you are. So that's it. Period. End of story. And I wish everyone nothing but the best of luck. That's all. $10 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. So we're getting likes from people that aren't even commenting, which is great. That tells me there are real people here that are not blocked. Yeah, some people. Tiff, you're back. Did you unhide your channel? Or are you hidden? What is going on? You are back. Yep, she did contact my family, or Don's family. Yeah, no, and here's the thing. Hello, lurkers. Yeah, I'm still here supporting Eli. What you gonna do about it? Well, you're supporting the truth. It's not even that you're supporting me. I appreciate the support, Tiff. But Tiff, you're being vindicated. You're being vindicated because you've been nothing but truthful. You've been vindicated, Tiff, because it's been proven through the own words of the person you called out. Sorry, I didn't respond to your message this morning. It's been hectic. Don't worry about it, Tiff. I'm just glad you're okay. Tiffany, all I was concerned about, I think you put your channels to private or you hid your channels temporarily. And I was worried, so I reached out to you. That's what people do. They reach out privately instead of making videos and trying to trash people and then or going real life on people. Oh, we need to do a wellness check. No. I unhid it for a moment, Eli. Well, welcome back, Tiff. It's all good. I appreciate you being here. That means a lot to Don and I. Anyway, Don just got up from a nap. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to come back and go over the video regarding Jenny and share more. So stick around, folks. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where are the songs I want to play? There they are. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right. We are back live, and we are just going to scratch and get right back down to business. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Wow, this is all happening in real time right now. I've got some updates. I'm going to share something real quick. I don't think the person that's someone's sending me an email on an unidentified account, and it seems to be true. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the person sending me the email, but it would make sense. I got an email saying that, first of all, glad you got rid of JB. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely on that. Please, JB, I explained the JB situation at the beginning of the show. Go back, check out the replay if anyone wants to hear that. You can't rewind because I have the DVR turned off, the rewind turned off during the show. But I was just told behind the scenes that it was Coach J that sent out the emails to Don's family and then forwarded the emails to Miss T. Now, I don't have any proof of that, and I'm not accusing anyone of that, but in my opinion that I'm entitled to, which is not slanderous, in my opinion that I'm entitled to, it makes sense. Quite frankly, I really don't care because it's just a comical thing at this point. Oh, there's not going to be a show with JB, Tiff. There's not going to be a show with JB. It's not going to happen. It's absolutely not going to happen. I'm not interested at all. And that's the end of that one, okay? Let's see. So let me look at the chat here. Blues Girl, well, that is going real life. Why is someone contacting Don's family? That is gross. It is funny how other Legion people complain about that. It is a bad thing. Right. Tiff says, I was approached by that Silicone Brian guy to turn code on you for a large amount of money. And I said, no way. Good for you, Tiff. Then my channels have been hit by reports all day. Right. So let me ask you, Tiff, and be honest. How much money did Silicone offer you? Because that's going to state a lot. How much money did Silicone offer you? Because you're the first one that is willing to speak out on this. Now, I could care less. I'm moving on after this. Number one, I'm proud of you that you did not sell out for a large amount of money to speak against, to speak against the truth, right? Tiff Tiff, Blues Girl, that is so out of line, it makes me sick, she says. Blues Girl, that is crazy. They are doing that to you, Tiff, just because you won't turn. Well, it's all fake instigated drama. That's all it is. Fake instigated store-bought drama, right? Let me see here. I don't even know who Lufa is, and I really could care less. It's just more drama. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not doing the King of the Cup too. I'm not going to be disrespected or belittled, Tiff. I'm not interested in that at all. No, Tiff, he was not supporting me. He put out, I have screenshots, Tiff. I can send you them later. I really don't care. It's all a joke. GLM, great background, rep the Bay. Why do so many of the GG bridge photos face Sausalito? The city has such a nicer view, in my opinion. I don't know. I like this background. I really do. I got my Canva backgrounds, got my license to use them, and I find nice pictures that make sense for the situation. But yeah, how much money did Silicone offer you? I'm curious to know. $25,000? He offered you $25,000 to turn on me? Holy Moses. Oh my God. Like, who in the world, like, honestly, I respect the fact you turned it down, but most others have not. Oh, no, $2,500. Okay, sorry. Okay. Offered you $2,500. That's still a lot of money. $2,500 is still a lot of money, and most people would take that, right? Which is what I think has happened to a lot of people. I think that Pedro Santiago and Hannibal's Hungry got that. That's my opinion. I don't know it as a fact, and I think some other people have gotten that to come at me lately. But that's just my opinion. I don't have proof of it, so stating my opinion is not slanderous. It's my opinion. Thanks for your video earlier, GLM. I knew I wasn't hearing things. No, you were not, Tiff. You've been vindicated permanently. You've been vindicated. 69 in the box, 12 thumbs up. Please smash a thumbs up. Please share this out. So I'm done with all that. We've said enough. Tiff, mad respect to you. Do me a favor, Tiff, please. When it comes to dealing with myself and Don, deal with us directly. Whoever else we want to connect with, do shows with, please separate that. I respect your opinions, but some things are just not in the cards for us. GLM says you weren't hearing things. She's a lot. Yeah, she did. Well, she did it. I'm not even going to say anymore. We all know why she did it. As our opinion, in our opinion, in our opinion, in our opinion. Opinions are opinions. We're entitled to them. In my opinion, I feel she did it. You know why. I don't have to say it. You folks know why. And now she's backing off. And I hope she keeps backing off. We're moving on, Miss T. We're done with this. We're moving on. Go and create your positive content. That's great. Talk about other people's stories. That's great. It's no different than what I do. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over to the browser screen, and I'm going to review my own video from yesterday. Not the whole thing, just the part where Jenny came in. And basically, it's not our group here, but, the other group where I guess Jenny now supposedly supposed to go onto Miss T's channel on Saturday and do an interview with Miss T. Jenny, if you hear this, do what you got to do. If you want to go on there, that's on you. Just know that you're going to be exploited. And the whole conversation is going to be about trash talking me. I literally tuned in right at that moment and tuned right out. Yeah, that's all you had to hear, right, Tiff? So let's go to the browser screen here, okay? I haven't done a reaction video in a while because I don't trust that people are going to, copyright me even under fair use. But first of all, let me make sure that my audio is still good. Jenny came in, and basically, it's not our group here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't see that part. GLM. I didn't know. Give me a chance to respond. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out on the in-studio streams. I literally, sorry. Eli doesn't thank me for not taking the money. That's okay. I never heard you say anything like that. Where did you say that, GLM? I may have missed some of your community postings, but if you turn down, how much does Silicone offer you? He offered her double that, $5K. He offered you $5K. So he offered Tiffany $2,500, and he offered GLM $5K to turn on me. So this dude for the last 6 years has been going around paying people large amounts of money to take away my right to free enterprise and to basically destroy my audience as I'm building it, because if he hadn't done this, I would have grown way past this. So Don and I would have grown way past this. But now people are finally starting to take a stance on this. She didn't say how much to me. She said, I will give you money to be my friend. I just said, no, thank you, ma'am. I can just get money from Jack for a pole dance. That's pretty funny, GLM. Okay, well, thank you for not taking the money. No, thank you. Seriously. Thank you. All right. Give me a second. And he offered GLM. All right. So I'm going to go over the part where Jenny came on to my stream yesterday and was sharing an update regarding something she mentioned on a Walking with Purpose stream a few days before this stream that happened yesterday. She was saying that, she's having some issues with her husband. She accused him of cheating with no proof. Now, I'm not going to go back to the Walking with Purpose stream because we already have the context. Basically, Jenny came in during one of my Walking with Purpose streams several days ago, like 4 days ago, and said that, one of her husband's employees, her husband is like a manager or a supervisor. I think he's in the military. And one of his subordinates that reports to him texted him regarding a business matter. And then Jenny basically accused him for cheating over that. Now, looking at your screen here, folks, the full screen video is my stream from the other day. I'm on the bottom right corner right here. Above me here is today's chat. On the left over here, on the left, is the chat from the stream from yesterday. Okay, so you don't get confused. The active live chat for today's show while I'm reviewing this video is on the right. On the left is the chat of the stream from yesterday. Okay, so let's get right to it here. Okay. Let's see. Jenny says hello, or says hi, everyone. Donna says hi, all. Richard T says hello, Jenny. I hope all is well with you and your husband. I hope so too, Jenny. I hope you figured it out. I really hope that you can, have a conversation with your husband and, really, really work things out. I think you're a good person. So far, that sounds like really nice, thoughtful, kind, caring, and considerate advice, right? But here's the thing. If you're paid to come at me, you have to automatically take the opposite approach as part of your payment, right? Because nothing I've said so far is bad advice. Tiffany says a military manager. He's a superior, I think, in the military. And he has a subordinate reporting to him. And, she reached out to him, which is what Jenny said. And Jenny accused him of cheating. I said, yeah, proof? She said, no. I asked Jenny, does she work for him? She said, yes. Is he a superior of hers? She said, yes. So that sounds like a business matter to me, right? And all I said was that, there have been several other times where Jenny has, overreacted during certain conversations on my live streams that didn't even involve her. She's come and gone 2 other times before this. This is the 3rd time that she, overreacted and then basically, just started going off for no reason. Let's continue. Actually, before we continue, I want to make sure the video is going through properly. I haven't done a reaction video in a while. I want to make sure it's going through okay. Asked Jenny, does she work for him? She said yes. Is he a superior of hers? She said yes. So okay, we're good. I thought she was his boss. No, he's her boss. He's her boss. Sandra, he's her boss. I think you, from what it sounds like, I think you have a good man, a hardworking, I believe he's a military man. And he's just trying to provide for the family. And I understand that, sometimes us men have to go out there and work extra hours to provide for our family, and it may come. So what part of this is bad advice? I'm being very nice. I'm trying to say, hey, look, from what you've told me, he's a pretty good guy. He's a great dad. He's a great provider. He's going out there working hard to, pay the bills and take care of you and your kids. That's all I've said. What part of this so far is bad advice? Let's continue. At a little bit of an expense to the relationship, but we're not trying to do that. We're trying to provide for the family. But you can still find time and make time for love and romance. You can always find time and make time for love and romance. She said on that Walking with Purpose stream that, she is not even initiating any romance. She's complaining about him, cheating. And she's saying that, there's no romance happening, yet she says she hasn't been interested in what do you call it? Initiating it. So it sounds like a double standard to me. It sounds like she realizes she made a mistake and she did it publicly in a YouTube chat. And now that she's wrong, instead of admitting that she's wrong and apologizing to her husband and making things right, she goes nuts on YouTube in a YouTube chat. How is that bad advice? Why aren't you guys calling her out on her piss poor behavior? Blues Girl, hi Coach Eli, will be listening while cooking my dinner. 34 in the box, 2 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. Blues Girl, Jenny, I hope you are well. I am thinking of you. Yeah, we all are. We hope that she figures it out in regards to what she mentioned regarding her husband the other day. Let's pause it right there again. What part of that's bad advice? I'm cool, calm, collected, and trying to, help her understand how to fix the situation. This is common sense. This is common sense. What part of this is bad advice? If you're getting paid to take the opposite approach of what I do, I can understand that. The only reason why people flip and say my good advice is bad advice is because they're getting paid to do so, just like Tiffany was offered and GLM was offered. But they're not going to sell out to fake instigated drama. They're not. Who in the world would put their marital problems on YouTube? She's only making it worse by making it a topic of live streams. Well, that's true, GLM, but here's the thing. This is what I do here. I help people. There's no problem, in my opinion, with her putting it out there and asking for advice. But if she's asking for advice, she's going to get the truth. And if she wants to fix the issue, the truth is going to hurt. The truth of the matter is her behavior is causing all these issues. And she's not willing to own it. Yet I'm a bad guy for legitimately trying to help her realize it's her behavior causing all this. Let me see here. Yeah, sorry, folks. This is the actual raw video here of the live stream. Yeah, so these people want to come in here and talk stupid stuff. I'm not going to address anything specifically regarding my family's estate and mortgage. I'm going to talk about it in general. And I was talking about that yesterday. I shared a little bit about it, and I may even skip through this part here. Hang on. I don't really care about in Coach Eli drama content. It doesn't matter what you folks think. Let me skip through. You folks and you don't know the situation. A bunch of ignorant people, the context things have been said in. I've tried to explain it. That's all it boils down to is they're taking it way out of context because they're getting paid a large amount of money to come at me in negative ways, no matter how much I make reasonable sense, right? Before. I'm not going to do it again. I don't care about what you folks think about my living situation. I don't care what you think about my family's estate, my family's mortgage, what you think about Don, how I handled the seizures. Like, look at this. You guys are just projecting your... I think it's really surreal how deep these people are trying to get to me. Like, well, it's not surreal. They're getting paid to do it. They wouldn't do it otherwise. That is the truth of the matter, and it's getting exposed more and more every day. Because there are people that just can't be bought, right? There are people that just can't be bought. One of them is Tiff. Mad respect to you, Tiffany. And the other is GLM. Mad respect to you, too. And when I tell Dawn about this, Dawn's going to want to dedicate a whole stream to thank you ladies on her own. Wow. It's just surreal. It's just weird. Okay? All for the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins, right? That's what it boils down to. All about the Benjamins. That's probably Coach J. GLM says, having two Elis is confusing me. Well, the live Eli's on the bottom right here. I mean, I could not make it full screen. I could put it in a little box, but I like to have high quality video, even on the reaction videos I do. I haven't done a reaction video in a while. Maybe I don't know what that means. I'll just laugh anyways. In here on a sock account. And I don't care, dude. I really don't care. Don doesn't care. My mother doesn't care. Hold on. My family doesn't care what you folks think. We don't care. They don't. JB Gunner, you can stay here. Gunther White. Let's go through this. Situation besides myself, Dawn, my mother. We've tried to explain any further doing my part, then think that nobody cares. If you want to continue to talk about it all day, every day, continue to talk about it, right? Okay? I'm skimming through this, folks. Do not understand the context of the context is meant. Yeah, they take things way out of context because they're getting paid. It's being proven. Like I don't know how many more different ways we can say the same thing to get through to people. It's all fake. It's all fake instigated store-bought content. And what you folks try to do is spin things way out of context to make it appear like, oh, I'm a liar, or it's. Just to remind you, the live chat's right above me here. On the bottom right and the top right is the live chat for today's show. On the left is the chat of the stream from yesterday. And the big Eli is the stream from yesterday, taking up the full screen. I'm here through my green screen on the bottom right, okay? Have I cleared up the confusion there? It's more damning or shock-worthy, right? Why do you think I care about what 30 or 40 misfits on the internet continue to say about me? I've got an audience here who says JB's back. You're looking at the wrong chat. You're looking at the wrong chat. You're looking at the left chat, Tiffany. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. The left chat is the stream from yesterday, because I have my stream from yesterday in full screen. And then I'm here on the bottom right with my green screen, transparent over the video from yesterday. And above me is today's live chat. So the left chat is yesterday's chat. But taking money comes with other shit. Right. So all of these people that are getting paid to do this know what they're doing is wrong, but they're selling out to the money because they need the money. People that need money are going to sell out to it. People that see, I actually need more money. I could use more money. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, but I do want to get more ahead. But I'm not going to sell out to create fake instigated drama and to attack someone, even if what they're saying is good stuff. Spin it in a way that's the opposite. Oh, Eli picking his nose. That's great. I was actually scratching my nose. There are people that love myself. They love Dawn. They love what we do. And that's all they care about. That's all they care about. Who must have blocked you? Nobody's blocked you, Tiff. You're getting confused with the chat. Tiffany, what are you confused about? Once again, the video from yesterday, my stream, my content that I'm reacting to is full screen, the full screen, right? The left side of the screen is yesterday's chat. The screen above here is today's chat. I have banned JB Gunner from that Gunther account and all other accounts. I don't want him here. I'm done. I'm not interested in doing King and the Cup 2. I'm not interested in doing any lolcow content. I'm not. Does that, please, Tiffany, let me know if that clarifies it. Does that clear it up? Please, I don't want you to be confused. No, I don't owe them anything, Blues Girl. Gunther Wyatt with the 199. Oh, whatever. Let's see here. Jenny Sandler says, thank you, Blues. We just need some space. It's not a bad thing, Jenny. It's not a bad thing. Let's stop right there. So she comes out and says, we just need some space. And I said, that's not a bad thing. Space is good in these situations, right? If you must absolutely have space to clear the air and not make matters worse, it's not a bad idea. So where is the bad advice there? Can you folks tell me in the chat, do you feel I've given bad advice so far? Have I given any bad advice so far? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel I've given good advice. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel I've given bad advice. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel so far my advice has been good and friendly and professional. Put a 2 if you think otherwise. Raleigh, I may unban you. Thank you for your video yesterday. Sorry. 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. Well, I think, listen, Tiff, listen to me very carefully. JB's on the payroll too. Tiffany, listen, I've been trying to tell all you folks, the same guy that's approached you has been paying these people for years. JB was never really your friend. You want to reach out to me behind the scenes, we can talk about it. I don't blame you for feeling this way. Tiff, they're trying to play all of us, including you. That's all this boils down to. It's store-bought, fake, instigated drama. She couldn't handle the truth, brother. You're right. Well, she came here to find the answers. We're giving her the answers, and she gets mad at what's going to fix her situation? Louisiana Strong says 1. AZ Prod says 1. She couldn't handle the truth, brother. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. But have an open and positive mind, Jenny. But have an open and positive mind, Jenny. How's that bad advice? Have an open and positive mind. But the people that are getting paid for the fake instigated drama are going to say, oh, I was unprofessional and I didn't handle the Jenny situation properly. Jenny, I hope you watch this video, because if you go on that channel, go on there. Go on there, because it's going to be one big Eli bash fest that you're going to be participating in. Sandra, I plead the fifth. Well, Sandra, if you honestly think I've given bad advice, I've said nothing but nice things. I mean, I could take offense to that, Sandra, and you've been a longtime friend. Bad advice? Keep an open and positive mind? Are you kidding me? That's the father of your kids. That's the man that you married, you fell in love with. Listen, Jenny, life is not hunky-dory. It's not. That's the father of your kids. That's the man you married. Life is not hunky-dory. How is that bad advice? How is that bad advice? It's the honest truth from the heart. I love Don, and I will always be with Don, and there's no one. I love Don, I will always be with Don, and there's no one more that I will ever love than Don. But there's no one that I will ever love more than Don. I can come out here and say that with pride every day. I'm not ashamed of it, because I really love her, no matter what. Well, there's more to it, Sandra. So far, there's been nothing wrong with this. It's all good, Sandra. Don't worry about it, okay? You folks think everything is perfect between us. It's not. We have our... Yeah, relationships are not perfect. And Don and I still do have our moments. Tiff says, my son's birthday is coming up too, but no one can buy my loyalty. Nope, shove it, silicone. Listen, Tiffany, I will send you some money for your kids and your birthday and their birthday. It may be a few weeks, but I'll send you something. And there are other people that care about you, Tiff, that will help you if you let them. Let the right people help you. Please, you've got great people that care about you, Tiff. Don and I are not rich, and we're very tight, but we'll scrape something up because we have respect for you. Louisiana gifted 5. Yeah, Mr. Raleigh, I'll unban your other channels. Thank you for your gifted memberships. Jules, Contessa the Cat, Nicole, Hajai, Hocus Pocus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why didn't Tiffany get one of those? One more should be given. Why is Tiffany not getting one? Stop it, Tiff. If I want to send you something, I will. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. Oh, I don't have gifting turned on. Turn on gifting, Tiff. There's one more gifted membership. You can get a free membership for a month thanks to Mr. Raleigh. Eli, no. What are you talking about? No. What do you mean no? Be more specific. You can always see who's lurking by who grabs those memberships, right? I know that's not why you said that, Tiff. I'm not a dumb shit. You know that. If I want to help you and send you something to help your kids, I can do that. I appreciate it, Tiff. I appreciate you. I got to move on with the show. There's one more gifted membership available, Tiff. Turn on your gifted memberships. Oh, let's go. Moments, but then we talk it out. And sometimes while talking it out, emotions can run high because Dawn's a woman. She has emotions. And I have emotions too, even as a man. So sometimes, sometimes things just happen and you just gotta, take some time and space and then come back when the emotions are not as heightened, they're lowered. How is that bad advice? What men do, listen, Jenny's husband going to his brother's place was the right thing to do for her and the family. Because what men are supposed to do, if your woman is lashing out and in an uncontrollable emotional rage, the last thing you want to do is throw more fuel on the fire. You want to give her time and space. So you walk away and say, hey, babe, you're going through something. I'm going to give you some space to work through it. When you are more relaxed, let me know if you want to chat at that point. He probably tried that, and she kept on going off. And so he walked away and went to his brother's place. He's doing the right thing. What part of what I've said so far is bad advice? And he handled it properly. If no one takes that membership, they'll just refund it back to me. Well, thank you. Thank you, Raleigh. Raleigh, I'll unban you later. I appreciate your video. Tiff, turn on membership gifting and grab that last membership. Jesus Christ. Dawn would love to have you as part of the members-only streams, Tiff. And you talk it out and you work through it, right? And you talk it out and you work through it. Communication. What part of that is bad advice? Let me pause because Raleigh says, people will make a mountain out of a molehill. I feel like that's what Jenny did. She emotionally threw up on everybody, then got mad when she heard our opinions about it. Well, it was the right advice, Raleigh. It was the right advice. She needs to look at herself in the mirror and ask herself, what am I doing to contribute to the problem? Right? How's that bad advice? How is that attacking someone? I've always told people that in order to be able to take care of other people, you got to take care of yourself first. You have to have self-love for yourself. I honestly think that Jenny lacks some self-love. Okay? Either that or there's been some trauma that's been unresolved and she's letting it affect her marriage and her family life. That's the truth of the matter. Miss Brazy, I saw you in Miss T's chat. You're welcome here, Miss Brazy, but I don't know. Are you like open to both sides of the fence, or do you like fake instigated store-bought drama? Do you like fake instigated store-bought drama? Just curious. Oh my God, all the haters are becoming Eli supporters. I'm here for it and some life lessons. Well, they're all realizing it's fake instigated store-bought drama. Most of the stuff that's been said about myself and Don is either not true, taken way out of context, or, spliced and diced. Let's see here. I will keep the prayers going for you, Jenny says. Savannah, welcome to the show. I'm doing a reaction video. I'll probably moderate you if GLM can verify that it's the real you. Savannah, if you want to email me behind the scenes, I'll moderate you. I just want to verify it's the real you. Okay. Well, you're a channel member, but I think you got that membership yesterday as part of it, as part of the the gifting thing. And I forgot what I was going to say. I had something to say and I forgot what I was going to say. Let's continue. Blues girl, Jenny says, blues, thank you. Donna says, space is good. Jenny, get some perspective. Yeah. Gunther White, hey, space is good. Get some perspective. How is that bad advice from myself or anyone in the chat? Tiff, last time I tried to twerk, I sprained my ankle. Wasn't that the Miley Cyrus thing? Didn't Miley Cyrus do that twerking thing, Tiff, in her younger days? Folks, give me a second. I'll be right back in about 2 minutes, okay? And then we're going to continue with this, all right? Give me a second here. Give me a second. right, we're back. We are back live. We are just going to scratch it and get right back down to business. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Let's leave off where we left off, okay? Lots going on in the chat. Sorry if I don't get your chat messages. Again, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out during these in-studio streams, just as a safety mechanism. I was going to weigh in on the Jenny situation, but this stream is all over the place. How's it all over the place? There's nothing, Ms. Brazy, there's nothing I've said that was bad advice. Now, unless you just don't like me, for whatever reason, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be helpful. I have been helpful. I give positive reinforcement. How has this stream been all over the place? Glitter and Gloss, hey, it's friendly here. I'm hanging out. Thank you, Glitter and Gloss. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you here. How is it all over the place, Sandra? It's honest and real, and people are just tired of this fake instigated store-bought drama. If they want to keep doing that store-bought fake drama, leave me out of it. It's time to let Eli go. Move on. That's all we've been saying. So what is the problem with that? Who got the 5th membership? Did somebody get the final membership? Thank you again, Raleigh, for that. Most of these communities have cray-cray peeps. Yeah, but there are good people out here too, and that's what we want to focus our content on. Let's get back to the browser screen and continue where we left off. Dawn is doing great. Just to remind you folks, on the top right, you see me on the bottom right here, that's me live on this show. Above me, on the top right of your screen, is today's live chat. The full screen, including the chat showing on the left side, is the chat from yesterday's stream. Let's continue. Coach looking good and chipper as usual. Yeah. Jenny Sandler, Donna, yeah, I think so too. Thank you. Richard T, holy cow, he decided to move out. Who decided to move out? Well, that's Jenny's husband decided to move out, but I was just reading Jenny, this I missed something during the show. Jenny says, hi, Richard. Thank you for asking. Unfortunately, he went to stay at his brother's for a bit. We will figure it out. Thank you, Eli. Yeah, Jenny. Jenny, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jenny. When you accuse a man of cheating constantly and you have no proof, eventually it's going to get to the point of where he's going to say, hey, look, babe, I've given you no reason to not trust me. I've been a great Yeah, she accused him of cheating with no proof. Now, if he gets a text message from a woman on his phone, she can ask, hey, who is that, right? Well, that's somebody that works with me asking me a question regarding work. What is wrong with that? But if you accuse someone of cheating with no proof when they're not doing it, that's gonna upset anyone. This man is a hardworking man, goes to work. He's a military man, I believe. He serves his country. He serves his family. The last thing he needs is being accused of something he hasn't done. He sounds like a stellar man. And it sounds like, in my opinion, this is my opinion, it sounds like Jenny's going through some stuff and it's affecting her, maybe not related to the marriage. And it's not fair to take it out on him and the kids and the family, in my opinion. Yes, that's why I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with JB. I'm done. He's fake instigated store-bought drama. Well, double Eli is because on the full screen is the show from yesterday. Let's continue. Provider for you and the kids. If you need some space, then let me know. I mean, mad respect for that guy, Jenny. And listen, Jenny, I like you too. Don't get me wrong. But I like you too, Jenny. Don't get me wrong. I'm being kind, cordial, professional. But I got to keep it real too. How can you help people by lying to them just to spare their feelings? The truth is going to hurt, but I'm not going to lie to people. That defeats the purpose of what I do out here. But, sometimes women are overly, ridden by their emotions, and sometimes women are overly ridden by their emotions. Not one single woman on the planet wants to hear that, but it's the damn truth. Even Dawn will admit that. Sometimes women are overly ridden by their emotions. That's a natural, biological thing about women. What is wrong about that? Is it triggering her or other women because it's the truth? My two favorite creators, man, I'm bummed. Who are your two favorite creators, Tiff? You never mentioned that. Let's continue. Maybe him giving you some space is going to allow you to realize what you have, because maybe him giving you some space. Did I say that right? Maybe him giving you some space is going to allow you to realize what you have. How is that bad advice? Time and space heals all wounds. We all know that. Time and space heals all wounds. How is that bad advice? Somebody tell me. It's almost like you folks want to come out here, vomit all the BS you're going through in your life, and then not accept the actual proper advice that's going to help you change your life and better the situation, rectify the situation. A lot of times, you don't love what you've got until it's gone, like the Chicago song. A lot of times you don't love what you got until it's gone, like the Chicago song. I made that mistake. I made that mistake with Dana. I admit that. I've made that mistake before myself. I'm not perfect. I've learned from my mistakes. I've owned it. The problem, Jenny, is that you're not willing to own your mistakes. Period. End of story. And you want to lash out like I gave you bad advice, and then get the people that are creating fake instigated store-bought drama to go along with your narrative, and they say they want to help you. My advice is spot on good. But they're saying my advice is bad, so they're going to give you the opposite advice. which is going to make the situation worse. What advice are they going to give you on the flip side that isn't going to be similar to what I said? Richard T says, but what if he is having an affair? Then this space he says he wants is just an excuse to have the opportunity to sleep with this new woman. That's a possibility, Richard. Maybe he is. But until she has proof that he's doing it, you can't accuse someone of something where there's no proof. And if he is doing it, with no disrespect intended, it's because this issue's been happening for a long time, and she's pulled away, the romance, and she hasn't been willing to talk with him about it to resolve it. Eli, watch out for Savannah. She's a sinner. Hey, how you doing, Jess? Welcome to the show. Granny's watching this here. Check out Granny's channel. Check out Tiff's channel as well. Two great channels are Tiff and Granny's Watching. Granny's Watching says he will not sing the song Demon. No, I'm not going to sing, Hard Habit to Break. You've all seen that. That was the video I did after Dana broke it off with me years ago. 54 in the box, 14 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Tiff says, hey, Jessica, I've been splashing the stream with holy water. Thank you, Tiffany. Granny's Watching. Jess says, of course, I didn't see you today, so I came into this place to warn of your sins at Savannah. Jessica, I think you, Tiffany, and I should do a stream together. I think you two ladies should bring me on and ask me any questions like regarding relationships, or we should talk about women's emotions and women's emotions, wants, and needs and all that. I think it'd be a great show. We could do it on Tiff's channel. We could do it on anyone's channel. It's all good. I think it would be a great show. People would tune in, don't you think? That's the kind of shows I want to create. Let's continue. Hard Habit to Break. That was a song that I was singing when my ex Dana broke up with me years ago. Yeah, I owned it. I messed up big time. I took her for granted, but I owned my shit. And that's all we try to do here is we try to help people realize the mistakes they've made, own them, and apologize and move on. That's what grown adults do, for Christ's sake. So I really, really do hope that this time apart, this double Eli thing is killing people. I'm seeing myself on the screen here on OBS, and I see what people are talking about. Double Eli thing. The bigger, life-size Eli and the mini me on the bottom right here, right? Allows you to realize what you've got. It allows him to, relax. And the time and space will allow you, Jenny, to realize what you've got. And it'll allow him to relax and calm down. And so that way you two can talk things out in a rational, mature way, like grown adults do, right? How is that bad advice? How is any of this bad advice? Figure things out, and hopefully he comes back and things are all good. God bless you and your family, Jenny. Hopefully he comes back after you all figure things out, and it's all good. Hopefully he comes back. How is that bad advice? How is any of this bad advice? I've been saying that like a broken record. You and your man and your kids. And I wish you folks know. I like the Eli and the red shirt better, says Savannah. It's all good. I need to trim my beard and use my Just for Men. It's getting scruffy right now, but I own it. It's all good. I've been just way too busy, but I got to take care of myself. It's all good. Nothing but the best. True. You should do this every stream, Eli. Tiff, I used to be a master of reaction videos. I could just, I could call everyone out on their BS. But the problem is, people started filing copyright takedown notices. They hit me with a few copyright takedowns that I got reversed under fair use. And then this was many years ago. And then I just stopped doing it because these people play the game on the other side. They're like, oh, why are you copyright striking us? It's fair use. Well, because we use your stuff under fair use and then you strike us. Like they're big hypocrites. But part of their hypocrisy is part of the fake instigated drama to keep getting your reaction. I think it turned bad when she felt you insulted her. How did I insult her? I gave her advice. How is that insulting, Blues Girl? How is that insulting? So far, nothing was insulting. What specifically was insulting? I just played the whole entire, part of the show from yesterday where I addressed this. And there's more. Let's listen. Truly. 45 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. Okay. Let's see. AZ Prod says, howdy. What's going on, AZ Prod? Jenny Sanders says, hi, AZ. Donna says, your family financial issues are your business. I'll review my own streams when people call me out on things I said, and I'll react to myself. I mean, that'll be the new trend on YouTube, right, Tiff? Reacting to your own streams that people ridiculously call you out on. The best thing to do is never use people's content. You're right, Raleigh. At Glitter and Gloss, at Granny's watching, I'm good. I've been on a social media cutback. I'm catching up. I should be doing that too. I need a social media detox myself. But anyway, when the stove is hot, that's when you gotta cook. When the stove is hot, right? There's no one else's. It's all speculative anyway. What people say is irrelevant. It's true. Yeah, I really don't care what they say. The only reason why I'm talking about it is because I think it's Larry says, Eli, that's what she felt. Well, Larry, no, that's not what's happening. What's happening is she's not willing to own up to the truth. She's not willing to accept responsibility for her actions. She feels like she can just run her mouth and it have no repercussions. And I'm sure this has happened many times in their marriage, if I had to guess. Because a man's not going to walk away the first time, the second time, the 10th time, the 50th time, the 100th time. He's going to try to communicate with his wife or his girlfriend. And after a while, if it doesn't change, then we got to take some action and show our ladies that, hey, look, we're tired of being badgered. We're tired of being accused of stuff we didn't do. Right? So if you don't stop, I'm going to walk. And sometimes you have to walk away. Now, I hope he comes back. Tiff, let me figure that out behind the scenes. We can talk behind the scenes. Tiffany, I might even make you a managing moderator if we talk behind the scenes. Okay? Dawn has manager access to all my channels, and she also has managing mod access. You would be the only other managing mod, Tiff. I might make you a managing mod, but we would have to talk behind the scenes, okay? I think you would like that, Tiff. Louisiana says, Jenny will look back on this and tell herself that you were right, but she'll never admit it. And that's why her marriage will fail. If she can't admit her mistakes, Raleigh, you know her marriage will fail. I will tell you this right now. Until she can own her shit, everything in her life's going to fail. And I have respect for her husband because he doesn't want to tolerate this crap anymore. I am trying to say why she felt hurt. I said nothing about how I felt. Big difference. No, you're right. The reason why she reacted or overreacted is because the truth hurts. Nothing was said wrong by myself or anyone in the chat. She is just not ready to accept responsibility for her actions, and she may never accept responsibility for her actions. And that's probably going to cause her marriage. Okay, Eli, says Tiff. Yeah, we'll talk behind the scenes, Tiff. I think it's a big wow when someone is willing to dedicate a little over 3 hours of their time on a live stream to talk about the same stuff that everyone else has been talking about for years. To the same exact audience. So I got to skip through a little bit because then it'll lead into the part of where right now I was talking about the 3 hour and 10 minute stream that Miss T did yesterday. And then we're getting to the point of where Jenny overreacted. I just don't get it. 49 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. 52 in the box. No problem, bro says. Yeah, listen, JB, look, I have a forgiving heart and forgiving nature. Who knows? Have a conversation down the road. But I'm not going to forgive someone that was playing games all along, that just wants to reel me back into fake instigated drama, which is going to benefit him a lot more than me. He'll make a lot more money doing the King and the Cuck 2 than I would. And I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to sell myself out. I made that mistake one time. I owned it. I've moved on. I'm done. That's it. Now is not the right time, but that's fine. You can says, hey, Jenny, good to see you. Gunther, hold on. Let me go back. AZ Prod says, hey, Jenny, good to see you. AZ Prod says, hey, Jenny, good to see you. Nice support in the chat from some longtime moderators and members here. AZ Prod's a stellar dude. Gunther Wyatt, I'm not that racist. Yeah, it's all an act. Fake instigated drama. Clocking in, clocking out. That's it. I'm not willing to get paid to clock in and clock out and create fake instigated drama. I'm here to help people as a coach better their lives personally and professionally. Fake instigated store-bought drama doesn't work for me. Richard T. Eli, it sounds serious if the husband decided to move out. Well, it is serious. She accused him of cheating with no proof. Yeah, it is serious. She did accuse him of cheating with no proof. She said that on my walking stream like 3 days ago. So again, what have I said that was unprofessional or bad advice or mean or rude? I'm stating the facts. If she didn't want us talking about this, then she shouldn't have put it out there. Glitter and Gloss, I have no idea what is being talked about, but the Eli multiverse is interesting. Why is it interesting, Glitter and Gloss? Curious to know. Let's continue. Hey, Granny's watching. How are you doing? Yeah, Granny was there yesterday, too. Let me make sure that everything is still rolling smoothly. Give me a second here. Richard T. Eli, it sounds serious if the husband decided to move out. Well, it is serious. She accused him of cheating with no proof. All good. Let's continue. Savannah says, Tiff, I can never see anyone. I always assume they have me blocked. No, you're not blocked here. What's up, Jess? Chowder is blocked. Are you aware of this? I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's skip through that. Chowder has belittled me. Yeah, let's move through that. It's all good. So I really don't. By the way, Jess, Chowder did message me, and I guess he did apologize, and he finds me entertaining. A lot of people find me entertaining. That's great. If you find me entertaining, that's cool. I'm not here to entertain people per se, but as part of sharing my coaching content, if it comes up entertaining, then that's great. I like to share positive reinforcement type of information regarding personal development. in entertaining ways if possible. I don't want to bore people, but I'm not here to be an entertainer. I'm not fake instigated drama. I'm not. Hey, Jigwork, how you doing? Blues Girl, before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Who's accusing you of what, Blues Girl? Oh, that was that song, Tip. There's just an empty space. What was that song? I like people who talk in lyrics. Oh, oh, Against All Odds by Phil Collins, right? How can you just walk away from me when all I can say? Oh, I screwed that up. When all I can do is watch you leave. 'Cause we've shared the laughter and the pain, and even shared the tears. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. I'm sorry, I can't hit those highs. I butchered the song. Oh man, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. You're talking about Phil Collins. I saw Phil Collins in concert back in 1990. I saw him at the Shoreline Amphitheater, where the same place where Don and I saw the Jason Aldean concert last year, which is the Shoreline Amphitheater is right across the street from Google headquarters in Mountain View, California, which is like 20 minutes south of where we live here in Redwood City, California. Which owns YouTube, and YouTube is in San Bruno, California, about 25 minutes north of Redwood City, where Don and I live. Oh, I mean, oh man, I would play these songs when I would go through breakups. I really don't. My voice is terrible. Tiffany's laughing. Right. So take a look at me now. Well, there's just an empty space, and there's nothing left. Whoa, God, I can't do that. I gotta go low, right? There's nothing left here to remind me, just a memory of your face. Now take a look at me now. Oh God, I cannot hit the Phil Collins songs. I can't. Oh God, we're all dedicating "Against All Odds" by Phil Collins to Jenny. Oh man. Eli, you need to perform a song of your choice on the promontory at the end of the trail. My dad looks just like Phil Collins, says Glitter and Gloss. That's fantastic. Oh man. What's your favorite breakup song? A Hard Habit to Break. I guess I thought you'd be here forever. Anyway, oh man, they don't make them like they used to, right? All right, let's continue here, okay? Don't want chowder here. I'm not interested in. Okay, let's move forward. Not a big deal. How's it going with you on your end? You're doing quite well over there with the true crime stuff. So I'm proud of you, Jessica. Seriously, I'm proud of you. No, Jess is doing really well. I am seriously proud of you, Jessica. I'm proud of you. You know, you're raising your kids, single mother. You got great family support. You're a good person. I've always thought that about you, and I really appreciate you being around here lately and being supportive, especially for Dawn. God bless you and your family. Seriously. Let's go. You have really, really, let's go. Let's move forward. But, you know, got an even bigger, God bless you. God bless you, yeah. 55 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please smash it. We should be nearing the point where Jenny gets mad. Share this out. You're a real creator, Jessica. Real creators. All right, we've all heard that. I do understand. Jenny should apologize to her husband. Here we go. Richard T. Eli, do you think Jenny should apologize to her husband? Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, absolutely. Amen. She accused him of cheating with no proof. If somebody accused you of cheating with no proof, whether you're a man or a woman, wouldn't you want the person that accused you of cheating to apologize? Oh, I'm sure she's probably not. It's okay. She's busy. It's not a big deal, but it's all good. We can still pay her a compliment, right, Tiff Tiff? I think not only should she apologize, she should make it up to him. And that's going to be up to her how she wants to make it. Yeah, she should apologize and make it up to him. How is that bad advice? How is that bad advice? She should apologize to him and make it up to him. I think where she got really triggered was when I said, you need to take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror. I think that's what triggered her because it's the truth. That's not bad advice, but let's get to that, okay? Make it up to him. Now, you know, Jenny, don't get me wrong. I like who you are, and I get you've gone through some things. But what I will say is this, Dawn. Yeah, I like who you are, and I get you've gone through some things. I'm being compassionate. I'm being honest, speaking from the heart. How is that bad advice? Would never, ever do to me what you just did to your husband. Like, Dawn would never do that to me. She would not. Dawn is a sweet woman. And I'm not here to talk about, you know, Dawn's issues and stuff like that. But what I will say is that Dawn does not deserve anything she's dealing with. She is a wonderful, sweet, innocent woman. And, you know, I'll just say this very briefly. What her family has put her through has just emotionally just taken a huge toll on her. And I'm going to do whatever I can to rectify the situation. I'm going to handle this respectfully and maturely. And I do love her family, but I just don't like the situation that her family has put her in. Or accuse me of anything like that. GLM says, I usually accuse my man of cheating when I'm in the mood to rage fuck. Makeup sex is the best, right? Right, GLM? I get you. It's so funny, like, when you're dating a woman as a man and your woman goes through an emotional tantrum and goes all psycho on you for a little bit, and then afterwards you want to bang the living hell out of her, right? Yeah, it's funny how that is. And it's like the best sex ever, right? LOL, GLM says Blues Girl. We all know it's true. It's the truth. I'm sure, Tiffany, you agree on that too, right? That. Because there's no reason to accuse me. Like, I'm with Dawn. That's it. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And by the way, Tip, I always feel like people who accuse me of things I'm not doing are guilty. Yeah, they're projecting. It's all projection. They're projecting their insecurities, Tiff. Just to remind you, Jessica, Granny's watching, and everyone else, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say and after you said thank you in the chat. It's just a safety mechanism. Gunther Wyatt, will you sing the song you have? No, I did today, though. Everything works out for you. I really hope. Not today. AZ Prod, sorry to hear about that, Jenny. Hope everything works out for you. I really hope it works out as well. Again, I just said I really hope it works out as well, responding to AZ Prod. He said, I hope it really works out well for you, and I feel the same. Like, how is that bad advice? What is wrong with this so far? Jigwork says, it's even worse if she made that accusation against her own husband publicly without proof. Right. Yeah, I think Jenny's going through something internally. I don't know. Maybe she's lost that loving feeling. I don't know if saying that upset her. But it's like, look, you got to figure out, do you still feel it for him or not? Do you still feel the romantic attraction? And if not, you gotta talk about that with him, because if not, you're going to keep lashing out in these ways and keep accusing him of things he's not doing. Hell yeah. Hate sex is the best. I'm going to retire on that note. I'm really trying to keep a straight face. I'm glad I'm not single. I'm so happy with Dawn. I'm glad I'm not single. It makes me more grounded. When men are in a relationship, they are much more grounded. Okay, you ladies do a great job of balancing us out. Jigberg says, yeah, could be Jenny was the one cheating and she was using the accusation to cover her own actions up. Probably. She's even admitted to cheating on people that she was dating before her husband. She has shared so much publicly. And we don't forget things that are shared, Jenny, and we're not even trying to come at you. We were just trying to help you out regarding something you asked us for help with. I really hope it works out as well. I do. I really do. Jenny Sandler says, thanks, AZ. And we are at the bottom of the chat. So, let me get to the Tammy thing here real quick, because I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm not going to be on too skip through this. Longer than to go through this. Once again, unprovoked. I mentioned you a few weeks ago. I'm not trash talking you. I've respected you. Myself have told me that. Apparently, Sandra Palacio. Now, here's where Sandra flipped it on me. That was a great thing to ask, Sandra, because I want to lead by example. Let's check it out. If Don accused you, would you go stay at your brother's house? No. No, I would not. You want to know how I would handle it? Yeah. Give me a second here. Down and have a conversation with... Hold on. No, you know how I would handle it? I would just sit down and have a conversation with Dawn and be all cool and calm about it and say, babe, yeah, I'd have a conversation with you. Or I'd have a conversation with her, I mean, in a cool, calm, and collected way. I would try to be reasonable about it at first. And if she wasn't reasonable, then we go from there. If we need space at that point, that's that. But let's listen to what I said yesterday. Nothing's going on. You know, I'd say, hey, here's my phone. Here are my text messages. You know, here's everything. Like, here's my emails. Like, all I do is business. That's it. Yeah, all I do is business. I run the YouTube channels. I take walks. I do in-studio streams. Sometimes Dawn does members-only streams with me or public streams. And then I spend time with her. I'm always with her. So that would never happen. And I would never even try to make that happen. I'm very happy with my woman. You have to be happy with your partner for real to avoid all these issues. I think, Jenny, you're just in a miserable marriage in your eyes. I think your husband's a good man. You probably are just not feeling it for him like you used to. Or maybe when you first married him, maybe it was somebody you settled for before the biological clock expired for you to have kids. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm saying that it is important to pick your partner out the proper way. You have to properly vet your partner to make sure that you're fully compatible. Attraction is a must and not a choice. It sounds like the attraction was probably never really where it should have been. Glitter and gloss, I'm sorry, you were timed out by Nightbot. I'm with Dawn all the time. I mean, I would never ever cheat on her even if I wanted to, which I don't. Even if I wanted to, there's no time to. But I would never do that to her. I would never do that. If I wasn't happy, I'd let her know, and we would break up and we'd move forward. But I would never do that. I'm happy with her. If you're not happy with someone, you got to terminate the relationship or the friendship. Or not the friendship or the marriage, the relationship or the marriage. That is good, solid advice. You don't stay in a loveless, sexless marriage, even just for your kids. It's going to more so harm your kids when they see you folks fighting all the time. But if she accused me of it, I would sit down with her and tell her, babe, there's nothing to worry about. And if she kept on pushing the issue, over and over and over and over and over again, or if Dawn, kept on checking my phone without asking me first, that shows a lack of trust. If she continued to do that over and over again, then if there's no trust in a relationship or a marriage, it's over. There's no trust in your marriage, Jenny. At least on your end, you don't have trust. Sounds like your husband does, but you don't. There's no trust in your marriage, and that's going to be your demise right there. That's great advice. I don't care what anyone says. Then I probably would go stay somewhere else. I'd get a room, or I'd stay with my brother or whatever. Yeah, I mean, Dawn would never push it to that level, and she'd never even question me. There's no reason to. We spend all the time together. We live together. I work from home, right? Or I go do walks and come back home. But when I'm on my walk, and by the way, just so you folks know, like my girlfriend Dawn and her mother, like we all have this app where we can see where we're at all the time. Like Dawn can track me wherever I go. I can track her, and we can track her mom. We don't do that to intrude. We do that to make sure everyone's safe. So it's like, why would I give my woman access to track me wherever I'm at if I was going to go and do something like that? You see, what I think you should do, Jenny, is talk with your husband and get one of those apps where you know where he is and he knows where you are at all times. And you do it for safety reasons, not to question them on whether they're cheating or not. But at the same time, if you're suspecting cheating, you can just look at that app and know where your husband is at. Now, there are workarounds. Sure, he can leave the phone at work and go and bang some woman at her house and come back. But most people don't leave without their phone because they need it for emergencies. I mean, it is what it is. Let's go on. But it would never get there because Donna and I communicate about everything, and we're a team. We spend all day, every day together. We run the business here together. Okay? We go to doctor's appointments together. Right? We have 2 dogs together. No. Savannah says, there's a saying, if you go looking for something, most likely you will find it. I think you find things when you least expect it, Savannah. When you expect things too much, they never come about. It's about the energy you put out. So I get what you're saying with that. I disagree with it. I found Dawn because I was just putting myself out there and just taking chances. I didn't expect anything from Dawn. She didn't expect anything from me. We just met and it worked out. Tiff says, life is a journey. Success is a process. Right. How you doing, Kayla? Sandra, in my opinion, I think the reason why he left is because Jenny pushed him to the point of where, you know, see, you got to look at behavioral patterns, Sandra. And this is exactly what I think triggered her. You got to look at behavioral patterns. I'm looking at her behavioral patterns of her being a part of this channel for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years or so, right? How she's, gotten triggered and left the channel over other content I was creating, not involving her. She snapped at me a couple times. And all I've said in the past to everyone is that if you don't like a particular piece of content I'm creating, just leave and come back when there's a piece of content you do like. Like, her behavioral pattern is her demise. Okay? And Jenny has left the channel here like 2 or 3 times. Over 2 times, this is the 3rd time, and 3 strikes and you're out. You're never welcome back, Jenny. You're not. You're never welcome back. No matter how nice you are, no matter what, like, I've given you too many chances, and that's that. Go to the other side and see what happens. Stupid, petty stuff. She's overreacted to stupid, petty things. So that tells me that Jenny overreacts to the smallest stuff. No disrespect, Jenny. She does. She overreacts to the smallest unreasonable crap. You got to learn to let some stuff slide, right? You got to learn to just ignore certain things. If you allow every little thing to bother you, I mean, life's going to suck. You're going to be stressed out all the time. You're going to be miserable. And everyone around you is going to, feed off that energy, that miserable energy. And eventually, people are not going to want to be around people like that. Or in this case, I think her husband was just getting tired of her miserable attitude. So he's giving her space to see if she can figure it out. And if she doesn't, they're going to end up in divorce. If I had to guess, they're going to end up in divorce. It's just your pattern. You've shown that even online. Well, listen, I don't know what happened here. We don't know what happened. What Jenny said is that she has no proof that he did it. She has no proof. She said that on my Walking with Purpose live stream about 3 days ago. I'm quoting my other favorite life coach, Corey Wayne. I love Corey. Oh, you watch Corey Wayne as well, Tiff? Oh, Corey Wayne is fantastic. He's even a full-blown conservative, and I love him. I love him. He's a great guy. Bella Vendetta, when you say no disrespect, I know. A lot of people think when I say that, I'm trying to cover up being disrespectful. No, I don't intend any disrespect, but sometimes you have to call people out on the truth. And, it's going to hurt their feelings, but, you can't lie to them and coddle them. It's going to make the matters worse. You got to tell them the truth. All right. And I think here's where I think it happened. So yeah, there's where Jenny said, I tried to apologize to him. Let's get to that. I tried to apologize to him, but then he called my older brother and told him what I did. Then I had my brother yelling at me. It went downhill from there. Well, yeah, Jenny, when your own family knows how you are, Jenny, and supports your husband that married into your side of the family, the truth's going to hurt you. You're triggered because people are calling you out on the truth and your piss poor behavior. You're a grown-ass woman that has 2 small kids and a very decent, down-to-earth husband. Again, she goes, I tried to apologize to him, but then he called my older brother and told him what I did. Then I had my brother yelling at me. It went downhill from there. Well, if you apologize to your husband, and he has the right to reach out to your brother, that's his in-law, right? He reaches out to him to make him aware, to get support, right? He did the right thing. He kept it in-house. And because your brother contacted you and called you out on your piss poor behavior that he's probably seen since you were little kids, it triggered you. When are you going to learn to accept responsibility for your actions, Jenny? When are you going to learn to accept responsibility for your actions? When are you going to learn to get a grip on your emotions? If you can't get a grip on your emotional self-control, Jenny, I'm telling you right now, this is going to end up in divorce, and you're going to lose your kids, or you're going to have very, very little custodial rights. And if that triggers you, that's the truth. It doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. I'm trying to help you keep what you've got. And the more and more you let people rile up your emotions for no reason, the more unfit you're going to appear. You're going to lose your kids and your husband, and then you're going to be, I hope you have family that'll put you in. You're going to be in a pretty shitty position, Jenny. That's all. How's that bad advice? I'm trying to prevent you from going down that road. But you don't even see that, Jenny, because I'm sure you're somebody that's always had everything handed to you. And I'm sure your husband has done that to make you happy, but he's even tired of giving you everything because it's still not good enough. Tiff says, Jenny girl, I know you struggle. You need to find a patient man. A patient man? How is her husband not patient, Tiff? I don't know where that's coming from. Much respect to Jenny's brother, AZ Prod. Amen. Like, Tiff, where are you gathering that her husband's not a patient man? He's been very patient. Where did you pull that out of, Tiff? The thing is, listen, Jenny, respectfully speaking, if you want to fix this, let me be honest with you here, because I really want to move on from this. I'm not here to talk about the Jenny situation. I'm here to talk about other stuff, right? But I'll tackle stuff in the chat real quick and say this, is that Jenny, if you want to fix all the issues in your life, you have to start by working on yourself first. Okay, how is that bad advice? Jenny, if you want to fix all of the issues that you're going through in your life, you have to start by working on yourself first. Now, that's solid, good advice. AZ Prod, you're probably one of the most reasonable people here. That's solid advice, isn't it? Anyone else, let me know. That's solid advice. You have to work on yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and own up to what you've done. Accept responsibility. That's what grown, mature adults do. AZ Prod says a patient beta-mon is what she needs so she can control the beta-mon. Her husband's not a beta-mon. She can't control him. So she's used to being around beta-mons she can control, right? And now she's got a strong man that's not putting up with her crap. He still loves her, but he's not putting up with her crap. And she doesn't like that because she's used to getting her way. She's spoiled. She's spoiled and entitled. That's the truth of the matter. That's solid advice. Look at yourself in the mirror. Work on yourself. Tiff, well, he moved, called her brother. Well, we don't know that he yelled at her. That's what she's saying. We don't know that he yelled at her. And even if he did, he was probably trying to get her to calm down. Hey, calm down, babe. Calm down. Look, when a woman doesn't get her way like that, a spoiled and entitled woman like that, when she doesn't get her way, even if the man's being reasonable, she's going to make shit up to try to come off innocent when she's the guilty party. That's the bottom line. Calling her brother was intrusive. That is the one issue I have. How's that intrusive? They're family. They're family. He went to her brother for advice and support because they're family. How is that intrusive? He tried to go to her and she wouldn't listen. That's what I assume happened. That's what men do. Men are not going to take it out of out of their own home with their wife and kids if they don't have to. She needs a Jamaican. That's funny, Tiff. And that's what I've told everyone. You got to have self-love, self-respect. Okay. You You got to have self-love and self-respect, which I don't think you have self-love, Jenny, or self-respect. I don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have behaved this way. You would have handled this much more maturely. You didn't. You handled this like a 2-year-old, Jenny. You got to learn to have patience and understanding, okay? You have to work through all of your past demons. You got to have patience and understanding. You got to work through your past demons. If you have any unresolved trauma, it's going to affect your life with your husband and your kids. How is that bad advice? How is anything I said bad advice? Added digs? What added digs, Sandra? Let's rewind it, okay? You have to work through all of your past demons. You have to work through all of your past demons. That's advice. That's not a dig. You have to work through all of your past traumas. You have to work through all your past trauma. Should I repeat it? How's that bad advice? That's great advice. Because if not, that's going to affect you. Louisiana says, Eli, there's a reason why our forefathers made the rule of the thumb. It was to handle women like Jenny's poor attitudes. I'm a manist, like a feminist, but a manist, right? Meninist, yeah. So I always put men's rights first over all others. I believe in equal rights, dude, but at the same time, men and women respond to emotions differently. We process our emotions differently. Women will tend to more so react and overreact to things more so than the typical normal man. Men that overreact, like beta boys, that's why we call them, girls, because they're acting like women. When a man processes their emotions like women, that's why we call them, you're acting like a girl, or you're acting like the B word, the female dog, right? That's not what you said. Then clarify it, Sandra, because listen, I'm here to help people, and so are you. I have respect for you, Sandra. It was the comments in between the advice. What comments? Checking a man's phone secret. Not that's going to affect you. You have to work through all of your past patience and understanding. Okay. You got to learn to have patience. Let's go back. Self-love, self-respect. And that's what I've told everyone. You got to have self-love, self-respect. Okay. You got to learn to have patience and understanding. Okay. You have to work through all of your past demons. You have to work through all of your past traumas, because she does have a piss poor attitude and she is spoiled and entitled. That's the truth. And she's never going to turn that around until she understands how she's coming off. The fact is, she doesn't want to hear the truth. Now, AZ Prod, you tell me. This is entitlement behavior. This is spoiled and entitled behavior. It is a piss poor attitude. Yes, that upset her. The more ad hominem type of things. How is that ad hominem? How is it an ad hominem attack when it's the truth? How is that an ad hominem attack when it's the truth? I'm speaking about what's actually happening. I'm not attacking her. I'm speaking about what I've seen regarding her behavior, which is the truth of the matter. The behavioral pattern comes off as spoiled and entitled. And it's a piss poor behavior. How is saying piss poor behavior an ad hominem attack? It's not. I'm sorry. You folks are wrong about that. Because if not, that's going to affect you. Check. Looks like all the women are agreeing with that, because the fact is, when you're called out on the truth regarding your piss poor behavior, you get emotional about it instead of thinking about it logically. And why should I expect anything else? Because that's how women process situations. They process situations emotionally first, based on how they're feeling in the present moment. Jigwork says she is spoiled and entitled, or she would not have made the false accusation. Right. Amen, Jigwork. Good work. Good job. Every girl's crazy about a sharp-dressed man. Of course. Blues Girl, self-love and self-respect, patience, such great advice. It is great advice. Miss Brazier came across as an attack. No, that's because Miss Brazier, here's the thing, Miss Brazier, I think you have unresolved issues that you're allowing to cloud your better judgment on someone like me properly helping someone and assessing their situation. I think you're jaded, Miss Brazier. I'm being honest. I think you're jaded. And that's okay. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But you're coming off like anytime I call something out as it is to try to help someone, you overreact to it. All the women, no, not me, then you're exempt from it, Sandra. You're exempt. Don't put us all in one basket, please, and thank you. The truth of the matter is, women respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. That's it. That's how it works. That's part of your biology. You can't fight biology. That's a biological fact. It's all good. Checking a man's phone secretly is definitely a step too far. Yeah, it is. It is. Checking a man's phone secretly is definitely a step too far. It is. It's basically saying, I don't trust you. Now, again, like I said, anytime Dawn wants to see my phone, all you got to do is ask. I've never asked to see her phone. I don't need to. I trust her. I believe in my woman. But, you know, if you're in a situation where you feel you have reason to believe something is happening, yeah, then you should talk about it and maybe ask to see their phone. But don't just go to their phone and take it. And the fact that she put this on YouTube is another slap in his face. Well, again, GLM, I understand where you're coming from on that, but this is a coaching channel, and we can't help people unless they share their stories. But she put it out here and expected that we were going to take her side, when I don't choose sides. Like, if her husband was wrong and I thought he was cheating, then I would call him out. This is not about, me taking the man's side or the woman's side. It's about taking the side, or, getting the story straight and getting the best possible information out there to help the person. Jigwork says, Jenny sounds very insecure with herself. She is very insecure. She has an insecure personality. Yes. Miss Brazy, so giving my opinion is overreacting and I'm jaded. Okay, gotcha. Well, I saw you go into Miss T's chat earlier. You went into the enemy's chat, but you're still here. Go where you want to go. But I watch people's behavioral patterns, Miss Brazy, and I see how they speak, especially when I'm being very rational and reasonable, right? I'm not here to attack anyone. I just want to help people. I'm trying to help this woman. And some of you ladies are getting upset. You're saying, oh, it could be perceived as this and that. Well, that's how it's supposed to be perceived. If you don't call people out on their shit directly, male or female, all you're doing is putting a Band-Aid on it, or you're furthering, enabling that piss poor behavior. Let's go. Now, if you ask him, if he's cheating, and you ask him to check his phone, I mean, I would show my phone to Dawn anytime. Yep, there's nothing there. I would. There's nothing there besides business stuff that'll bore her, So right. I do tell her the business stuff, but I give her everything, and explain it to her as quickly as possible without wasting her time so she understands where we're at. Kayla says, how long was Jenny a sub here? About 1.5 to 2 years. Tiff, GLM, I thought I was too. She's odd. I guess she doesn't get enough attention at the club. I don't know who you're talking about. I love behavioral patterns. I studied them myself. Yeah, thank you, Blues Girl. That I'm very intuitive. It sounds like you are as well. Wasn't about you, Eli. Oh yeah, no problem, Miss Brazy. No worries. No worries. No worries. Yeah, I mean, we don't know exactly what happened, but Jenny just said it. So, I mean, it sounds like to me that she pushed it so far. Can you imagine, says Jigwork, how Jenny would have responded if her husband did this to her? Yeah. If this was done on the flip side, Jenny, oh my God. Oh God. I think Jenny needs to get some help. I think she needs a psychologist and a psychiatrist. I think she needs to get some help because she's been very unreasonable and she's a ticking time bomb. She's exploded many times. I think she needs to get help. That's up to you, Jenny. But now you're going to go over to Miss T's channel on Saturday and bash me for supposedly giving you bad advice when there's been nothing bad stated here. That's why I did this review of my own stream. I mean, I'm reviewing my own stream from yesterday. That it upset many people. So anyway, it is what it is. In my opinion, a wife has 100% right to go through her husband's phone, and same for him to her phone. Nope, not if you have trust. If you're going to secretly look at your partner's phone without letting them know, that means you have no trust and you're being disrespectful. You can ask, and they should show you if you ask, but don't just do it secretly. That's a really, really childish, immature thing to do, an insecure thing to do. I don't care to even look at Dawn's phone. Now, the only reason why I look at her phone is because she's having sight issues right now that we're trying to, she has blurred vision. Now, if you look at the chat on the left, she goes, bye, loser. She goes, what a jerk, and then bye, loser. Because of, medication. And I'm a jerk for calling you out on your shit, Jenny, because you are not adult-like enough to realize your mistakes and own them, right? That's the truth of the matter. You came here for advice. You came here for help. So do you want the advice that's going to help you save your marriage and keep your kids around? Or do you want us to tell you what you want to hear, which is going to be your demise? You don't understand that. But your easy way out is like, oh, what a jerk. Bye, loser. Really? You're in your 40s, I believe, right? And this is how grown-ass women in their 40s behave? Tiff, I'm at an age where I'd rather not even know what's on the phone. What I don't know won't kill me. Well, I can agree with you on that to a certain extent, Tiff. But if there's no reason to suspect foul play, then why even call that person out? There's no proof. Louisiana Strong says, I truly feel what's wrong with men and women's relationships today as they weren't taught to respect each other. Yeah. Maybe she was drunk when she did it. Well, who knows? Raleigh says, I will be married 20 years next May, and they could only have worked if I truly respect her and she respects me. That's the same way Don and I are. Congratulations on that, Raleigh. Her vision's getting a little bit better now because we're weaning her. And then she adds, who talks to somebody like that? What do you mean? Talk to you like what? Give you good, solid advice that's going to save your marriage and your kids? Because you came here for that advice? What do you want me to tell you? That, oh, it's okay for you to accuse your husband of something without proof, especially cheating. You came here for advice. We all gave you good advice, including me. And because it wasn't what you wanted to hear and we didn't pat you on the back enough, now you're triggered? Get out of here. Grow up, Jenny. Time for you to grow up and act your age. Who are you calling a loser? Sandra does say maybe she does need professional help. Sometimes issues are beyond a friend, parents, and siblings, and even a life coach. You're right, Sandra. This is, like I said earlier, she needs a therapist, a psychiatrist, or both. Jenny has unresolved issues that are affecting her in every aspect of life. This is not an issue just with her husband or kids or whatever. This is an issue within her. She's got to resolve her own issues. Yeah, you're welcome, Raleigh. Raleigh says, thank you, Coach. Jigwork, yeah, Jenny probably was cheating and feeling guilty about her own actions, and that increased her own insecurities and trust of her husband. She said that she no longer initiates intimacy between them, but she was complaining that they weren't having it, but she's not initiating it. Okay. You're not telling us the full story, Jenny. You're telling us what you want to hear, or what you want to say. You're telling us what you want to say. You're not telling us the parts that would, not make you come off innocent, right? Swallow your pride, Jenny. Own up to what you've done, and that will fix all your issues. Sir, Jenny. GLM says, Tiff says, Larry, ignorance is truly bliss. Sometimes it can be. Jenny. Who are you calling a loser? She was calling me a loser. Oh, Eli, I'm done with you? All right, Jenny, you're out of here. And that's where she said, I'm done with you. Let's continue here for a second more. All right, Jenny. Eli, I'm done with you, and you are being very disrespectful. Don't You'll give me see that her BS. Pop. I never did anything to you. I will never come back here. You're a horrible life coach. Go work on yourself. Well, Jenny, you just proved to everyone publicly that you're the issue, Jenny. Have a nice life. That's exactly what you did, Jenny. You projected your insecurities onto me because you can't admit your own mistakes. You're doing what I like to call blame shifting. You're trying to shift the blame away from you because you feel guilty about something you did. Maybe the people that are saying you cheated are right. Maybe you cheated on him. There are times when your kids aren't there and maybe he goes out with a friend or something and who knows where you go, right? But you're not owning up to something, Jenny, and you're holding on to a lot of guilt, and you're only sharing with us what you want to share with us, because sharing everything would probably make you guilty. Own up to having a gut feeling already, and probably give your husband more fellatio. Oh, man. Life. Goodbye. Does that answer your question, Sandra? She has no emotional self-control, and she snaps at every little thing. So she has no emotional self-control, and she snaps at every little thing. So is that the way a respectful wife is going to treat her husband? Is that the behavior she's going to show her young kids? Now, it's none of my business normally, but you made it my business and our business when you talked about it publicly. You asked for advice. you explained the situation. So we were legitimately trying to help you. But because you're not willing to own up to your part of it, no one can help you. And this is going to be your demise, Jenny. I'm telling you, until you got to get help, Jenny. You need a therapist or a psychologist, because this is beyond the scope of what I can do to help you. I know what the issue is, but the bottom line is you need psychological help. And if you don't get it, I'm telling you, it's going to probably result in you going through divorce and even losing your kids or having very minimal custodial rights. And I don't want to see that happen to you, Jenny, no matter what you think. Get the help you need and save your family, Jenny. Do the right thing. You're a grown-ass woman. You're a grown-ass woman. Jigwork says, Eli gave her great advice and told it to her exactly like it is, and she could not handle the reality of her own issues when they were told to her in a very straightforward and honest way. AZ Prot says, 5 BJs a day keeps the judge away. That's great, brother. You know, brother, AZ, I'm going to give you a big, huge round of applause for that. Yeah. Love you all. All right, folks, I'm going to get going. We're leaving 45 in the box, 18 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. We've got almost 450 views on this stream. Thank you for that. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do a Walking with Purpose stream. If so, I will be doing one in about an hour or so. I'll be back live walking. I'll probably go to the park today. Put a 1 in the chat if you want a Walking with Purpose stream. We'll do a chill stream, just have a nice, friendly conversation, an easygoing topic, because this took a lot out of me. But let me know before I go off the air, okay? Jigwork says, our Blues Girl says, sorry. Let's go back up. AZ Process, I guarantee you will never have a marital problem if you follow that rule. Yeah. You're right, AZ Prod. Blues Girl, honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. I'd say a large amount of people are, but Don and I are true to each other. That's why we work. I wish more people were open and honest and communicated more effectively. That would spare a lot of issues. Jigwork says Jenny probably needs prescription medicine to control her impulse problems. She has massive anxiety. She has massive anxiety and needs anxiety. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming she needs anxiety meds. Dawn has anxiety medication, and she's doing just fine. One. They all want to Walking with Purpose stream. So did this interview... So she did this interview on another channel already? No, she's planning. I don't know if she's going to show up, but Miss T, has welcomed her to her world after she left here and invited her and tagged her in and invited her to do a live stream on Saturday, which, Jenny, go ahead and do that if you'd like. Hopefully you watch this stream first and realize I gave you good advice, right? But all it's going to be is one big bash fest. Kayla says, 2, I want you to go on 5 more minutes. I'm not going to go on 5 more minutes. Tiffany says 1, but I'll only be there in spirit. Okay, Tiff, you going to hide your channel again, or are you going to let it be? Tiff, if you want to go live later tonight, we can talk more about some things. I'll be around later in the night. Savannah says, I don't know about 5 a day, but I could probably work in 3 a day. I'll see you in a bit, says Sandra. Thank you so much. All right. Love you all, folks. See you in a bit from a walk. Have a good one. Take care. Well, let me go back to full screen here. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.